We're working on a building program for the library. And the building program is the instructions to the architect. So it's called, maybe a letter to the architect, but it's big. It's not just like a one-page letter. It's a fat notebook or an online doc, about 100 pages. And so some of the things we put in it are charts that say how many tables and chairs and how much space they're going to take up. And we put in it some of the things that, libraries need in general. But what we need to do is talk to everybody and find out what you folks want in the library. Because the most important thing is what the people who use the library want and what the people who work in the library want. So that's what this brainstorming is about. So we have 5 categories, and I'll ask you them one at a time, and you can just tell me some important things. Is that all right?
Yep.
Great. So, first, strengths. What do you think is great about this library? And Cassidy and Corey, you can jump into. So what do you think is great about this library? What are some of the wonderful things about this library?
Reading book club here.
Great.
You can do Lego club.
I like all the movies. And
Yes, a wide selection of everything.
I really love all the audiobooks.
Harry Potter.
I go back every single week to read Harry Potter.
Great.
We should listen to all of them like 4 times each.
Isn't that guy wonderful? Who does the narration, Jim Nye? Yeah. What else?
That has puzzles. Because sometimes we take out the puzzles and we do them. They have checkers,
Checkers when
The
we come
games.
to school.
games.
There's always new books. Always seems some new books coming in. You guys think of anything else?
Can you think of anything else? Cor, can you think of anything else?
I think it's like the first time she's been to this library.
I'm sorry?
This is the first time she's actually
I
been to this
Oh.
library.
used to go here as a kid and went hunting.
Oh,
You did
okay.
come here? Oh, okay. Wasn't sure.
It was very small and it was like 10 years ago.
So what library do you usually go to?
Just one in a different town because I don't live around here.
All right, so strengths, we can always add to them. I'll put them on here, remember. The next thing is called challenges. So we are getting to think about what are some of the things that could be, that make it difficult to use the library and need to be thought about planning for a new one. Some of those, what do you think?
I'd say probably the stairs going up and down,
Oh yeah.
especially when he was like in the wheelchair and stuff. We couldn't bring him to any of the clubs because of it.
Yeah. So maybe some ramps and stuff.
Yeah. What else? Could be better.
It's not technically better, but like that's parking.
Mhm.
Fill up real fast.
It is technically a library. Yep. What else could be better?
The bump could be fixed.
I'm coming in. I think that's just the sidewalk too.
Fix the bump entering the parking lot?
One of these days maybe you're gonna launch and hit your head on the ceiling.
I wonder how people take it if they speed.
Probably not great.
Yeah, not, speed's probably not a good idea. What are some of the other things that you find difficult about using the library?
Can't think much.
Everything
Games
else
are
is-
good.
I'm sorry?
The games are good.
Yeah,
Books are good.
yeah. That's good. That's nice. So, all right, so no more, not, so then if we're talking about making improvements to the library, either renovating it, or renovating, putting an addition, or maybe building a whole new building, and we won't know until we finish all these studies and we see what can happen based on space and things like that. What opportunities does that give us to make things better? What are some of the things that we could make better, that we need to think about making better when we do some work on this building?
We more in the young adults area, more books. I always read half the books that are in here.
It's great, yeah.
Anything that you can think of? What do you want to see in the library?
I don't know.
Anything that when you come in here, sometimes you say, I wish this was here, or I wish they had that, or I wish I could do this, or I wish I could do that, or wouldn't it be nice if we could change this to make it something else?
Maybe more copies of Line Up. So if somebody checks one out, you can check out the other one.
One thing that might be cool would be like computers to do like homework and stuff on, especially with everything going online. All like the school stuff that's been the last couple of years.
That's right. So you guys all in school?
No, not right now.
No?
Yeah, we're
Well,
on
you're in-
vacation.
You're in summer vacation. I'm sorry. I meant. What school do you go to?
Douglas Elementary.
And what grade are you going
I'm
into?
going to fourth grade.
Fourth grade?
I'm going to first grade.
First grade? Cool. And what about you?
I'm at a school, I'm their nanny, and it's my sister, and I brought her along for the day.
Oh, nice. Nice that you brought your sister along. So so you're out of school?
Mhm.
Yeah. And are you out of school or are you in school?
I'm in school still.
What school?
Putnam High, it's
Putnam.
in Connecticut.
Yep. So, yeah, more, well, as the nanny, are there things when you work with the kids that you would like to see?
I think what might be cool would be like a place to like study, so like take them to do homework and stuff after school.
Maybe like a study room.
Yeah, because
Like
we
maybe
do
like
when we
this?
come to like Lego Club or book
Yeah,
club in
like
the
study at
afternoons.
the table.
Yeah, but normally it's like you get stuck at the kids' table because there's all the high schoolers over here. And it's not great to focus with a ton of other children screaming and reading books.
Copying.
Oh yeah,
So you think to help them with their homework or for you to do your studies?
for them.
For them. And, so like tutoring as well.
Maybe like this room, but with smaller tables.
Like smaller group areas.
Yep. Maybe like a circle table, a chair.
Can you think of anything that you would like? When you come to the library, is there anything you say, boy, I wish they had that at the library? Nope, you like everything that's...
Yeah.
What are your favorite things you do when you come here?
Reading sports books.
Read
I
sports?
like just reading books.
Just
reading any book.
reading
What
any
kind
books?
of book is your favorite? Like a comic book? Yeah, a comic.
Comic books? Cool, but you're just happy to find any books, huh? And you like sports?
Yes.
Cool.
Mostly soccer books.
Ah, do you play soccer?
Yeah.
Nice. In a league?
Yeah, two.
Two?
I play for a town and I play for a club team in AFC.
What club team do you play for?
At AFC.
Oh, an AFC. And where do you play?
I can travel town and travel on AFC. We play in Lancaster for AFC. And we play in all different towns for town.
For town? Yeah, that's great. Great opportunity. And so, It's nice that you still get a chance to come to the library.
Yeah.
Are you on a soccer team too?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He used to be until he broke his leg.
Oh no. Oh. Is it getting better?
Yeah, he's getting surgery for it this week on Tuesday tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for coming today. Yeah. Cool. And they'll make it all better?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
That's-
last of the stuff out in
I
5
need
days and
help
we'll be
walking for
perfectly
like,
fine there.
I need help walking for like 2 or 3 days.
So, oh, okay. So for 2 or 3 days, you might not be able to get in the door here, huh? But after that, you'll be fine. Good. But if we had accessibility like ramps, you'd still be able to get in?
With this wheelchair and stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you think of anything else you might want to add to anything we've talked about so far?
If you're coming here after school, what's something you would want to do? You don't have any homework, you don't have book club, you were just coming to the library, what do you want to do?
Play games.
Play games, okay.
Like maybe on a computer. Like maybe on a computer or tablet. Play checkers and stuff. Play checkers.
Checkers, yeah. Nice. So let me go to the next thing, which is if something came along like a tornado, right? And took this library down, what would you do? Tell me about the perfect library that you would build back up in its place. What would you have in the perfect library if you could start
Could we make
this?
it bigger? Could we make it bigger? Just the same size. The library. If we were to build it, could we make it bigger? Or does it have to be the same size?
Nope. You could make it bigger, sure.
Maybe a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Anything else? Just bigger? Can you think of anything else? What would you do if you were in charge of of starting building a brand new library from scratch? What would you do?
A little smaller.
Smaller?
You would want the library smaller?
Why would you make it smaller?
Because if it's bigger, they would have more books.
Hmm. And what else would you? So make it bigger so you'd have more books. And what else? What else would you?
I don't know, maybe like a room where if you lost electricity in your house, you could come here. Like a room to do stuff like that you couldn't do in your kitchen if you lost power, like with a microwave and stuff.
And like a playroom, like a slightly bigger playroom with like more stuff for the kids to do. I know there's, I live out by Worcester, so the Leicester Library, they have this room that they do like cooking classes and stuff in, and all like the seniors in the town get to come and do it. That would be kind of cool for Douglas too.
So I live in Spencer, and I worked on the Leicester Library, and yeah, isn't that cool? Yep. Yeah.
And since they redid it, it's wicked nice, especially like with the kids section being accessible now.
Yes.
And have to go down that like tiny stairwell. Oh, that was terrifying.
It was, yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And because the railings were too low, and yeah.
Definitely not built up today's code.
That makes a difference, doesn't it? So things like cooking classes and sort of maybe other kinds of tutorial type things.
Activities to get people involved, more people to come.
And so, any thoughts, Cora? No, you can jump in because we get ideas from everywhere. Can you think of anything else? If you could build a brand new library, what would you build? No. All right. Can you think of anything else? All right, I have one more question. And that is, if money were no object, if you had all the money in the world, you could put anything you wanted, have anything you wanted for in the library, what would you have?
All the books.
What else? Anything special that's not here now?
Maybe like a lot of the couch that you can relax in.
Computers, just like people that they don't have in their home. Like computers at kids' house.
Mm-hmm.
Getting online is not quite as easy, especially when it came to like that homeschooling thing that we had to do.
Oh, yeah, right.
Like that Wi-Fi thing's not great.
That was such a challenge for everybody.
Yeah.
What else? What would you like to see? Can you think of anything you would like to see in the library that would be really, really cool? So the coolest thing you could get in a library? You're happy with books? Good for you. That's great. How about you?
I can't think of anything.
Can't think of anything? Okay. Well, thank you so much for spending the time. I appreciate it. If you can think of anything else, and yeah, if you like Lester, they did an amazing job, didn't they? Yeah, with
It's really nice now.
yeah. And they had, I mean, it was an old building like this, and they had very little. Well, they actually had more space out in the back, so more to work with than you
Yeah,
guys.
they took a lot out back from what I
Yeah.
remember.
They did. Yeah, it was really, and the town owned it, so that made a big difference.
And the museum area upstairs, like redoing that, so
Yeah.
that people could actually go there. Nice.
So in their old museum area, before they did you know they had a horse-drawn fire engine on the
Really?
second floor of the library? Yes.
Wait, how many floors?
Not this floor, in
Yeah.
Leicester, yep, they had, so a horse-drawn wagon that was a little bit bigger than this table. They didn't have the horses though, they couldn't, horses don't want those.
There was no elevator.
No, there was no elevator. Isn't that amazing, the things that you find in libraries? Yeah. So, one more chance. Anything else that you want to add to any of this? Maybe Cassidy will take you to visit Leicester someday, and you can see what it looks like there too. 'Cause sometimes when we look at other buildings, we get ideas too.
I think we went there last summer, but
Oh, you did,
it's
yeah.
been a little bit ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely. I know we went a couple times during COVID too, when you guys didn't have like classes.
Yeah.
Because they just finished it when we started going back there. It's been a couple of years since that.
Yeah, it hasn't been
Yeah.
maybe 3
I
at the
know
most.
I know we went there last summer a couple
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Kids were excited about the elevator, and I have pictures of you guys with the armor statue.
Oh, that's right, Sir. It's Sir. Oh, jeepers, what's his name? I have him on my. He has a name, and he,
It's on the
yeah,
plaque and stuff. It's either next to it or on it, but
right.
I don't know. I got a picture of you guys all touching it.